Hello, social media friends. I'm Adela Vasquez with DRB Media Communications Digital News, and Danny Barrera has the story.
On Tuesday, March 8th, the Odessa Chamber of Commerce hosted the She Can Women's Conference in memory of Adela Vasquez, ECISD educator and counselor. The Women's Conference is scheduled to coincide with International Women's Day.
We have more than 300 women in one room to just really feel empowered and coming together and just leaning on each other and lifting each other up. So leadership seems to be a very common theme. What it takes to be a leader, listening to people, having gratitude and saying thank you, making that a part of your regular, day conversation, just remembering those around you who have helped you get to where you are.
The event featured several guest speakers that spoke on topics such as career, family, and faith. A panel discussion was held with Lisa Bounds, CEO and founder of Reflection Ministries, and Karen Carlson, Education Director at Reflection Ministries, on human trafficking.
I just continue to see there's an issue in our community because we're talking about a $150 billion industry in the United States of America. And when I look at it and I go, there's 85% of trafficking victims are born right here in the United States. And we're a hub for it. And there's no restorative care. No one was looking for me. No one thought that I could be a victim. And I struggled for so many years trying to put a life together. And for me, when I finally said, I will do something, it meant I'm going to jump in with both feet and figure out how do we do this in the Permian Basin. I'm with Karen because I think we truly change the world by what we do with oil and gas. Why do we not set the bar for what restorative care looks like? Why do we not stand up and say, we need to meet these individuals at the crisis moment and walk through a journey of healing with them? Because we know on average it's about 7 or 8 years of a recovery time, and we need to give them options. And so I think for us the challenge is, for me, I just said, let me just be someone that does something in my community.
The She Can Women's Conference finale featured keynote speaker Kaylee Masters, attorney, NFL sports agent, author, and founder of KMM Sports.
I grew up a sports fan, but I had no idea I would end up working in football. That was just not on my radar at all. I remember seeing the movie Jerry Maguire when I was in law school and thinking, that's not me. I would never do something like that. But at the same time, I had an opportunity after practicing law for about 4 or 5 years to work with my first professional athlete. And I was helping him and his family with giving back, with setting up a foundation. And that just opened a whole new world to me. And so I realized that if I worked with athletes, I could not only be around sports, which I love, but I could also really, truly help young athletes not just make the most of their professional careers, but also figure out how to leave a legacy and how to give back using the resources and the platform that their talent afforded them. And it's been truly a dream come true. It's been tough. I've been fighting my way to the top for a very long time, but I love advocating for my athletes.
Follow the Odessa Chamber of Commerce on social media for upcoming business and community events. For DRB Media Communications Digital News, Danny Barrera.
Thank you for following us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and also at DRB Media Communications Digital News.tv. And for DRB Media Communications Digital News, Adela Vasquez.